Hey, social studies students. Over the last couple of days, you have read about the French and Indian War, and it is likely that you have been highlighting your own copy of those articles and maybe have even collected some notes using the read-write tool. Those will come in handy because the highlighted text in your reading is going to help you write a response to the essential question today: what caused the French and Indian War, and what effect did it have on the English colonies? You are going to take a position, that is, state your answer on the essential question, and in a paragraph that you write, you will give a reason supporting the position, give evidence from the text to support your reason, and explain how the evidence supports the position. Here is an outline that may help you write this paragraph. This is an outline for an 8-sentence paragraph. The essential question again: what caused the French and Indian War, and what effect did it have on the English colonies? That's a 2-part question, and you can see the outline for this paragraph is set up for a 2-part answer. You are going to, in the first sentence, convert the question into your statement, into your position. The French and Indian War was caused by, and you will give the answer, and affected the English colonies by, and you will give a 1-word answer. Then, in the rest of this paragraph, you will go on to explain those 2 parts of your answer. First, the cause of the French and Indian War was, and then you can see the rest of the sentence starters. Do you have to use these sentence starters? The answer, of course, is no. This is a suggestion of how you might begin the sentences in this paragraph. You have 2 choices for completing this assignment. You may use the writing space on the next slide to create your paragraph response, or in the Google Classroom, there is a template that has some sentence starters put into it and is color-coded like this outline. If you choose, you may use that tool to write your paragraph. Let's take a look. Here is the file in the Google Classroom. It is called 8-sentence paragraph outline, and you can see it is a template for an 8-sentence paragraph. Students, you may use this to complete the paragraph, or you can just look at this for hints and write it on the slide that follows this same outline example in the Pear Deck slideshow. I'm going to take you through this really quickly and point out just a few things. If you are going to use this template, you will simply replace the ellipsis, these 3 dots, with your words. According to Discovery Education, the French and Indian War was caused by, and you would put the answer in from the text, and affected the English colonies by, and again, you would put the answer in here. It may be a single word, it may be just a few words or short phrase in each of these cases. First, the cause of the French and Indian War was, and again, replace the ellipsis with your text. Now, here when it talks about the evidence from the text, you can paraphrase or you can use a quote. You guys, if you're going to use a quote, use the quotation marks and make sure you're using the exact words from the text. You don't have to use the entire sentence, but make sure it is the exact words that are in the text. If you are going to use similar but not the same words, you can consider that a paraphrase. And it is not plagiarism because you are mentioning your source, and because in the next sentence, what you are going to do is explain this quote in your own words. If your text is a quote about, for instance, fighting over the Ohio River Valley, then you would come in your own words and explain why that would have been a cause of the French and Indian War. Next, The next reason is going to answer the second part of the question. What effect did it have on the English colonies? And the pattern is the same. You're going to name the article, and you're going to say what that article said, either using a quote or a paraphrase, and then in your own words, you're going to explain what that means in terms of its effect on the English colonies. The last sentence, your conclusion, is really no new information. It is largely a rephrasing of the first sentence, maybe throwing in a detail here. This is actually a pretty long sentence to begin. I would not expect your conclusion to be any longer. You might just change the words around a little bit. In conclusion, blank caused the French and Indian War and caused the English colonies to blank, blank, blank. All right, folks, that is your very brief explanation of how this writing works. Go for it.